Welcome back to this week's legislative report. We had an extremely busy week. In the beginning of the week, we had our first quarter meetings in Greenville, North Carolina. We had great meetings that dealt with building codes. Our legislative committee met. We also had Build Pack meeting. We had a lot on the agenda, a lot of things that are concerning our members across the state. We had great turnout. It was so great to be in Greenville. We can't thank you enough for those who attended. It was an extremely wonderful event. We even had a retirement party down there with our members for Robert Privet. That went okay, but we all love Robert and we can't thank you enough for attending. Down at the legislature this week, we had a big day on Wednesday as Executive Vice President Tim Minton addressed the House Regulatory Reform Committee. On the agenda was the difficulties with rezoning with local governments and how they can make things very difficult and costly with their mandates on things such as aesthetics, front load garages, open space, tree requirements. We're having a hard time getting the housing that we need on the ground, and sometimes local governments are more of a hindrance than they are a help to meet the demands of housing across the state. Also this week, the House took up House Bill 29. This deals with future highway corridors and their disclosure on real estate forms. This bill did clear the House. It'll be sent over to the Senate. This similar bill in years past has struggled over in the Senate, so we're going to watch this one closely. We do support this legislation, and we thank Representative Kelly Hastings for sponsoring this bill. Also on Wednesday, Secretary Elizabeth Visor from the Department of Environmental Quality addressed the Appropriations Subcommittee. She talked about her department's need to increase fees upon our membership. This is something that's really tough for us right now, considering the cost of housing that is out there. Increasing fees is only going to hurt housing affordability, so that is something we're going to monitor closely. As of right now, permit turnarounds are very slow, so increasing fees just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to us. Now let me introduce you to our Legislator of the Week, Senator Paul Lowe. I'm excited to be here with Senator Paul Lowe, who's representing the great county of Forsyth. He's in his 4th+ term in the North Carolina Senate and has been a huge advocate for the home building industry throughout his time in the Senate. He's been a great advocate. He's sponsored some of our most important legislation over the years, and we can't thank him enough for all his support over the years. Thank you, Senator.
Well, thank you. It's certainly great to be a part of the things that you are doing. I think the legislation that we've been able to put forward are things that are good for North Carolina. I think the only way to make a great community and a great place to live is to have a place to live, and that means to own a home. So I thank you for the work that you continue to do. May God bless you and may God keep you.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Senator Paul Lowe. You've been incredible to our industry. We can't thank you enough. You've really helped us turn our legislation into something that's comprehensive and bipartisan, and we can't thank you enough for all your support over the years. For more information, read our written legislative report. See you next week.